at my residence, I have a young lady that I will be asking some questions. She agreed to do this and she has no idea what kind of questions I'm going to be asking. And I have no clue on what the answers may be. So if anything happens or if I spaz out or whatever, I'm giving y'all fair warning. Okay, young lady, at one point in knowing me, that you realized that I was a little touch strange, or however you would view me with my issues. Don't keep the audience
I
waiting.
would say within the first few months of knowing you.
Ouch. Ouch.
It wasn't nothing bad or too extreme or whatever. It's just that I can pick up on people's personality and stuff. It's not, it wasn't anything big or bad. It was just some small things that.
And how long have you known me?
What, 15 years?
Okay. Okay, and you never told me this, why? Well, don't answer that one. When you seen that I was quick to react if someone came up against me and emotions was all over the place, how did you choose to deal with me from that point?
Well, there was nothing that I could do to help, so I let you go through whatever you needed to go through. If you needed to talk afterwards, then that's what we did.
Did you want to pull away at any point because you had a fear of the unknown?
Nope.
You have to make sure you speak up when people can hear you.
No.
Okay. What was the first, granted you said that when you realized I was a little touch strange, however. Now, what was your first response when you realized I had d.i.d, which is also known as multiple personality disorder? Do you have a reason for not letting me know when you found out? So when did you first realize or identify how many different people there were?
I realized within the first year that I've known you because in certain situations you would react differently than you would if you were you. And the reason why I didn't bring it up to you is because I could have been wrong. It could have been just you play acting or whatever, but as the time went on and I saw it a little bit more frequently, then I knew it wasn't all in my head, but I didn't know how to deal with that. I didn't know how to come out and say, well, Jeanette, I need to talk to you about this. Sorry.
Okay, how many different personalities have you recognized?
Me, personally, 3.
Okay. Are any of them possibly that you at some point was intimidated by?
No.
So which one out of the 3? If 3, is that meaning me included in those 3 or 3 distinct from me?
3 distinct from.
Okay. Which is more dominant?
The little girl.
The little girl.
When she comes out more.
Explain.
When you are being yelled at or you feel like you're about to get in trouble for something or something just isn't going your way, you get upset, you start talking in a baby voice.
Am I aware of it?
I don't think think so. Because not, when I see you, after you come out of it, I don't think you realize what you're doing or saying.
Okay. Is there an aggressive side or side that don't take no crap off anybody that wanna kill?
You have a vindictive side, yes.
Vindictive.
It doesn't come out that often, but when there are people that just like push your buttons over and over and over again, and no matter how many times you have told them to stop, and this, that, and the third, yeah, that little vindictive side just wants to poke his head up and just try and make better things. So who? No, the prankster is one that wants to play jokes on people.
And I'm not aware of none of these.
No.
And do you think because of this, and even though people don't recognize this, is the reason why most people will stay out of my life or will say things deliberately just to see a reaction and then disappear because they feel as though that I came off the wrong way?
I don't think a lot of people are aware of it. They might think that, like I did in the beginning, that you were just messing around or that you just are doing things to push them away. They might not know that it's not you. So they like, well, she's doing and saying this stuff, and I don't know why, but I can't take it no more. So it's just.
Do you, like they say, people with borderline personality disorder, people that stays in their life tend to have to walk on eggshells. Do at times, when you feel as though you have to address something, do you feel like you have to walk on eggshells to say it, or you just won't say it because you don't think that you can walk on eggshells?
No, I don't think I have to walk on eggshells. There are certain things that I know will trigger a reaction out of you, so I don't deliberately go that route. I will try and find another way of telling you or showing you about it, but no, I don't walk on eggshells.
So tell me, you tell me I have 3 different personalities or 3 personalities that you recognize. The baby side is more dominant, and you didn't bother to tell me why.
Like I said, I didn't know how. Until you asked me, have I known this? How you gonna come out to somebody and say, well, do you know that you have this, and this inside of you? How?
Did you classify me a friend? At one time you classified me as a sister. Did I push you away that you didn't classify me as? Was it me that said that I didn't want you as a sister, or was it somebody else in me that said that?
I'm not sure. That part I'm not sure about.
You classify me a friend, right?
Yeah.
So if you're a friend, why didn't you, as a friend, let your friend know that you need to be careful because you got these different personalities and they could get you killed?
Like I said, I didn't know how to broach that subject. I am not a psychologist, psychiatrist, or whatever. If I say something wrong and trigger you, then what am I going to do if you go out there and hurt yourself? I can't have that on my conscience. I mean, the one wrong word out of my mouth could set you off. And I go home not thinking that I said anything wrong. And next thing I know, I'm listening to the news talking about she went this and that and jumped off or whatever this. No, I don't need that on my conscience.
So do you think that's why a lot of people with borderline personality disorder, that their family members and their so-called friends walk out their life because they don't know if they would say something that's triggering that can cause this issue, or they walk out of their life because they just don't understand?
I think it's a mixture of both. I think that a lot of people have a fear of saying the wrong thing, and it ends up having a negative reaction to the person that they said it to, and then something bad happens to that person that they said it to, and they be like, well, dang, the last thing I said to her was this, this, and this, and I don't know if that was the thing that caused it or whatever, and then on the flip side, they just don't know how to deal with it. Because it can come up at any given time. And if it comes up at the wrong time and the person that it comes up to is going through something, they be like, look, I can't deal with this. I have something going on in my life and I just can't deal with what she's doing to either. So it's a mix.
Okay, so what advice would you give to people who have friends and loved ones that has any type of mental or even physical challenges?
Well, being a mother of an autistic child, I would say, if you have an opinion, think before you speak it. Because you never know what that person's triggers are. You never know how that person will take your opinion. You never know what whether that person has been through some traumatic or whatever, and whatever you say out your mouth could also further that person on a downward spiral. If you have a friend or relative, somebody that you're close to, even a significant other that has a physical, mental, or even an emotional disability, step carefully, because you could be the difference between life and death for somebody. And that is a powerful thing to have. This little thing in your mouth is called the tongue. It is very powerful. If you can't speak life into somebody, please don't speak of their death. Because, I have lost so many people. And if they were here today, I don't know if I would ever be able to stop talking about how much I love them and how much I miss them. And no, life is everything. So always speak encouragement, always speak life, always speak love. If you have some negativity that's in your head, keep it there.
Okay, now, my last and final yes or no answer, because you can get long one day.
Look, I'm passionate about mental health because of my son.
Okay. Did you have any idea of what questions I was going to ask?
No.
So you know for a fact that this was not planned, this was not script.
All I know is you asked me to be interviewed, and that was it. I said yes, and here I am.
Okay. So to go along with any of the other things that I posted on YouTube, this is just give you an idea of what someone else may see and view you as, and how they don't even tell you because they are, quote unquote, they don't know how. So it's like a little fear factor because they're afraid of what you may do to yourself, which I can respect that. I don't like the fact that she picked up something was up with me within 2 to 3 months. I feel some type of way with that one. I have to still digest that one. Okay, this interview is over. I thank you very much, young lady.
Not a problem.
And until we meet again. Say bye-bye to the people.
Yo.